Hey Steven, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, my friend. Glad to be on with you.
Yeah, amazing to have you here. Thank you so much for doing this. So let's begin with where are you at the moment?
Right now, I am in South Carolina. My family runs a martial arts school here in Simpsonville, South Carolina, and this is basically my home. We have a martial arts school. We've been open for 37 years, and we have close to 750 students. Not at the moment. Everybody's pretty much in quarantine, but I spend most of my time here.
That is wonderful, and it's to be expected for someone like you to have like a family business in the martial arts. So,
Exactly, exactly.
I mean, obviously, like you just said that you have like a martial arts gym, but is there any change to your current training situation during the lockdown?
Oh, 100%. For me being a professional fighter, MMA fighter, you need partners, you need guys to spar with, to wrestle, to do jujitsu with. And at the moment, I'm not able to have any of that. So I've kind of, as a professional athlete, I've had to keep my training going, obviously. Throughout the week, I've kind of modified things a little bit. Some days, Monday through Friday, I have workout days, but depending on what day, depends on what I'm doing. Like today, it would be an upper body workout for me today, and which is great because these are things that you can do at home as well. A 10-minute workout to work the upper body. Tomorrow, I'm doing the lower body. Wednesday is a cardio workout. So I'm keeping it fresh and I'm keeping it, keep doing something different every day. So it keeps it exciting.
Are you not wrestling any of your family members?
No, to be honest, well, I take that back. My dad, I don't even wrestle with him, but he's my main coach. So I may come in and do some mitt work with him. I mean, we're around each other 24/7 anyway. So this is a family business. I'm around him all the time. So we do come in and get some a little bit of back work, a little bit of mitt work in. But other than that, it's been me, at home or in the gym, kind of doing my own thing.
Right, interesting. So at this point, the question that I have is if you learn anything new about your workouts and your routine in this particular situation, anything that you learned that is different from before.
Yeah. I mean, normally when it comes to, the MMA training, I do pretty much the same thing every day. And with the quarantine workout, I've changed my workouts up a little bit. And I'm working now muscles that I didn't even think I had, to
That's
be
so
honest with
interesting.
you, with a lot of the workouts. So, I've got when in MMA, I have a wrestling coach, I have a jujitsu coach, a strength and conditioning coach, but, I'm kind of modifying it, these things and kind of doing them on my own. And yeah, I mean, you do a lot of research when you're at home and you can't get out of the house. So as long as you have a phone and technology, it makes it a little bit easier to kind of find something new and different online, which I find very effective.
That makes total sense. I mean, I'm not a professional athlete like yourself, but I love working out. And for me, it's been the same. It's been like a change. I'm now having to go outside my comfort zone, try new things. And it's wonderful, really. I think it's important to be able to adapt to any new situation. So speaking of like adapting and learning new things, do you have any advice or any simple drills that any beginner like ourselves in the martial arts can try to like get started with it, maybe become passionate about it?
Yeah, some things that I've been working on, and you don't even have to be a martial artist to do it. Some basic exercises that you can do at home. Like I'll do a 10-minute workout, literally a workout in 10 minutes. Now we have a lot of families that train with us, and they're having a hard time, finding time to work out because they're helping their kids do their online classes. They're, cleaning the house. They're trying to keep their kids busy. So it's kind of difficult to find the time to do it. And you can actually get a workout in 10 minutes, literally, and a good workout. So doing
Is it
basic
a good
things like,
workout also for people who are like more advanced?
oh, 100%. I mean, you can actually pick the time up. You can do more reps. There's a lot of things that you can do if you're not as advanced, or if, you really want to pick it up. You can modify those things just a little bit. For instance, there's, a Freeletics app out there which can give you 30-minute workouts. I've got a YouTube channel that I have quarantine workouts that I do online, and they're very short workouts, which is a lot of fun. I mean, and basic exercise that you can do at home, push-ups and sit-ups, squats, things like that. I even do exercises that build the neck, that make the neck stronger. So there's a lot of stuff out there, especially on the internet, YouTube. If you got YouTube, you can literally do anything. It's easy. It's very simple.
I agree with you, and I'll definitely check out your quarantine workout and give it a go. And
give it a go, my friend. Yes, let me know what you think.
So obviously, like, these are all no equipment drills. I wanted to ask you if there is one piece of training equipment that everybody should have at home for occasions like this, when you're just stuck at home and you think, oh, I wish I had that piece of equipment. What is the one piece of equipment that everybody should have at home?
To be honest with you, and I'm going to be honest with you, I mean, a lot of people have free weights, things like that, but for me, it would be the exercise rubber bands. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's
literally a giant rubber band, and you can do any exercise, pretty much every exercise with one of those. And that would be something. Of course, I have them here at the gym, but I take one home with me. Not everybody can do that. So once everything kind of gets back to normal, I suggest getting a set of those rubber bands, because you can do ab work, you can do bicep drills, you can do tricep drills, just about anything with those bands, and I find them very effective.
Yeah, I think those were sold out the day the lockdown was announced.
100%, man, 100%.
They have them here as well. We call them resistance band here in the UK.
Oh my goodness, is that where you are right now, in the UK?
Yeah, I'm in London. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, my one piece of equipment to have is a squat rack, but I think that's a different thing. I'm lucky enough to have one. So let's move on a bit and get a bit more philosophical, if you like. So I watched your videos, I watched your fights, and obviously I met you now, and you really seem like a very nice and a very calm guy. And even if in your fights, you seem very composed, and even as you're about to kick somebody in the face. So I just wanted to ask, how does the sport that you do affect your personality?
Well, you see a lot of guys in MMA, and they look like some of the scariest guys you will ever meet, but they're actually the sweetest people. You see a lot of, and it comes with the sport, a lot of trash talk, a lot of intimidation, trying to intimidate your opponent. I'm the complete opposite. I feel that I can do this sport, I can compete in the sport and be the nice guy, so to speak. You know, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect how you act towards me. And a lot of guys try and do that. They try and intimidate me. They try and call me names. They try and get in my head. I know kind of what they're doing, so I don't allow it to happen. But I've got 650 kids that watch every move that I make back home. And the martial arts and being a true martial artist is about showing respect, modesty, integrity, self-control, perseverance. Showing that indomitable spirit is what it's about. And that's kind of what I want to be, that example for them. You know, I fight for the pure competition, you know, for the fun of it. I love to compete, and it so happens the fight sport is the sport that I've chosen. I've kind of grown up in. You know, I've got 2 brothers and 2 sisters. There's 5 of us. We started the martial arts at the age of 3. Was kind of mandatory in our household. So my dad fought back in the 70s and 80s. So that's what we grew up doing. My dad was my inspiration. My sister was my inspiration to start competing. And I started competing at the age of 15 and been doing it ever since. I'm 37 now. So this is what I love. And coming in every day in the gym, when, you know, seeing these smiling faces of these kids, you know, we take them as young as 3 years old. So we have some of them in diapers doing karate out here. It's amazing, our little dragons classes. But to come in after a win or even a loss and see their smiling faces, you know, that's kind of who I do it for. You know, that's my inspiration.
It's a beautiful message, and definitely you have achieved that, because that comes across, you know, even just by looking at what you've done, you know, like your character really comes through, and I think it's great. And while you were talking about the trash talk, I was thinking, I always perceive that as just theater. Like, do guys actually get intimidated by that? Surely, like, everybody knows what that is, no?
Oh, 100%. You know, you have, I think one of the best guys who ever did it was Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was one of the best trash talkers, and he could get under your skin. And then you have guys like Conor McGregor, who just so happens has the gift of gab and has the ability to back it up. So there are tactics out there that people will try and do to try and get under your skin. A lot of these guys lose before they even get in the octagon, before they get in the cage, because they are intimidated, because their opponent got under their skin or maybe made them upset. And I know with my style of fighting, I don't need to do the trash talking to get under my opponent's skin. I'm a very frustrating guy to stand across from. Just the way I move, the way I throw my kicks and punches at different angles, I can frustrate my opponent. And I know if I got you frustrated, then I've got you. Because then you start doing things you normally wouldn't do. And even that rolls over into everyday, life. There are going to be people out there who are going to try and upset you, who are going to try and get under your skin. And you have to have, the strength to either walk away or to ignore it, because that's their whole goal,
Sure. That happens all the time, and it's definitely important to maintain an inner balance and peace, which brings me to the next question, which is about the relationship between body and mind. Obviously, you already touched upon that now, but I wanted to know, what's your opinion? Is the mind more important than the body? Is the body more important, or is there synergy between the two?
There has to be both there. I know if you have a strong mind, then you can have a strong body as well, because you're able to put yourself in tough situations and be able to overcome them. But you have to have a strong mind to do so. And in the fight game, a lot of people say that you're born with that. I disagree. I think you're able to develop that and to be able to grow that to make it stronger. In my sport, whenever I train, I try and put myself in uncomfortable situations. That way when I'm in the octagon, I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable. Getting hit in the face is not fun. It's not fun. Yeah. But like I said, it rolls over into everyday life. You got to be able to be accustomed with being uncomfortable. And if your mind is strong, then your body will be strong. Your body will be able to keep on pushing forward, to be able to get through those tough situations. And as of right now, for some people, it's very tough in this quarantine and this pandemic that's going on. You have to have a strong mind, especially those with families. The struggle is real, and people have to. If you have a strong mind, then I think the body will come with it.
Yeah.
There has to be both.
I agree totally. Like, I think it's my life mantra as well. If you really engage your mind, then everything else will follow. But in a way, I also believe that once you start working on your body, that benefits your mind in turn.
Oh, 100%. I can't tell you how good I feel after a workout. You get them endorphins going. It makes the day go by so more. I guess I would say more peaceful.
Sure.
To know that you're keeping your body healthy, and it gets addicting, to be honest. And that's why I tell people, I was like, listen, and these are people who aren't athletic people at all. A lot of people that come in here and they're going home, their body's aching, they're feeling sore. I'm like, listen, this it's part of it. It's part of the training and to making your body and mind stronger. That it will get easier, it will get better, and then after a while, you'll be addicted to it because you love the feeling. You love that positive influence and feeling that you get after a good workout. So it's definitely addicting for sure.
I couldn't relate to that more. I couldn't live without my daily workouts. And in a
I'm
way,
with you.
that's a way in which your body helps your mind as well. In turn, it's always like, I feel like there's always synergy between the two, and one can't really live on
Work without the
standalone.
other.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
So obviously, like, your training is very specific to fighting. So do you get any other benefits from your training other than improving your fighting that go beyond, what we just discussed? Like, what else, like, what other reward you get from, like, the actual workout?
Well, number one, I would say, it brings me closer to, especially through what I do. My family is a big part of my life. I'm very close to my family. And we have a lot of people that come in here that want to train, maybe kids who are getting bullied, or maybe they're trying to lose a little bit of weight, or maybe just do it for self-confidence reasons. But it's funny how when one family member comes in and starts training, the rest of them follow, because it's great to do something as a family. So for me, it brings me closer to my mom and my dad, my brothers and my sisters, because we're all doing something together. And I think it's very important to find that one thing that the entire family can do, because it does bring them together. Even if it's not your brothers or sister, if it's a close friend or a group of friends that you like to hang out with who are pretty much family, to do something together. And I think if a family that trains or workouts together, stays together. So I think that's one of the biggest things that I like about the trainings. It brings, my family closer.
Yeah, it brings people together. Imagine people playing a team sport, or even my closest friends are from the gym or sports that I played. It just builds camaraderie, it builds bonds, and it's beautiful. Even, when I work out with my brothers and my friends, it's a moment where you share that, intensity, and it's just,
that's right. And when you get through a hard workout together, it's like you've accomplished something. You got through it together, right? It brings that bond closer.
For sure. Beautiful, really beautiful. I couldn't ask for a better answer, if that makes sense. So, a final note on how to stay positive during this lockdown. Like, if you could encapsulate it with just like one sentence.
Oh, wow. Well, in times like this, and I'm glad that we're talking about the training, and we're talking about staying fit, because for me, helping people get through this time by training, keeping a healthy body, keeping a healthy mind, will help keep that positive attitude, will help you get through this tough situation, right? If it's with family, if it's maybe you're frustrated with your young and trying to get through, help them with their homework, get a 10-minute workout in, or get them up out of the seat and get a good workout in. I promise you that they'll be focused. I promise that you'll feel better. I promise you'll get those endorphins going, and the day will go by a little bit easier. So with that said, keep a healthy body, keep a healthy mind, and that will help you keep that positivity going in your life. I'm sure of it.
I couldn't agree more, and I couldn't thank you more, because it's been really wonderful. I definitely learned a lot, and I'm sure everybody has. And I really invite everybody to check out your YouTube channel and all the beautiful content you put out there. And it's really inspirational. It was really inspirational to talk to you, Stephen.
Well,
and
I appreciate it, Pietro.
One day meet and talk a bit more. And
anytime.
try one of the workouts as well.
Hey, it sounds like a plan to me, my friend. I'll put you through a workout. How about that?
All right.